Dana Gingerelli has built a career on making other people's workdays run better. Based in Worcester, Massachusetts, she operates as a digital operations specialist and remote administrative consultant, supporting small businesses and entrepreneurial teams that rely on structure but often lack internal systems to sustain it. Over more than a decade, Dana Gingerelli has focused on workflow organization, virtual communication management, and practical process improvements that reduce friction behind the scenes. Her work is not flashy. It is operational. And in a business environment where remote collaboration is standard, operational clarity has become a competitive advantage. Dana Gingerelli is known for helping non-customer-facing teams bring discipline to digital operations. These are often growing companies where founders are stretched thin, inboxes are unmanageable, and task ownership is unclear. Instead of adding complexity, she simplifies. Her approach centers on three fundamentals: documented workflows, centralized communication, and measurable task tracking. She frequently implements shared dashboards, calendar controls, and standardized response protocols. The goal is consistency. When expectations are clear and systems are repeatable, teams can focus on execution rather than troubleshooting. Small businesses often delay investing in operations until problems become visible. Dana Gingerelli works earlier in the lifecycle. She identifies bottlenecks before they become revenue risks. In many cases, her role blends administrative oversight with strategic planning, ensuring that daily execution aligns with longer-term growth goals. Dana Gingerelli's professional perspective is rooted in restraint. She advocates for lean digital stacks rather than overloaded software subscriptions. She recommends tools that teams will actually use, not platforms that require constant configuration. This practical philosophy extends to her writing. Her published work in regional and national online outlets covers minimalist living and digital wellness, subjects that parallel her operational mindset. In both business and lifestyle topics, she emphasizes sustainability over intensity. Productivity, in her view, is not about working longer hours. It is about reducing noise. That perspective resonates with remote teams managing asynchronous communication. When inboxes, shared drives, and messaging platforms compete for attention, clarity becomes a discipline. Dana Gingerelli helps clients set boundaries around communication windows and task prioritization. The result is fewer reactive decisions and more deliberate planning. Although her clients operate in digital environments, Dana Gingerelli remains firmly connected to Massachusetts. A lifelong resident, she prefers the steadier pace of suburban New England while staying engaged with evolving digital tools. Her understanding of local business culture informs her consulting work. Many of the small businesses she supports are owner-operated and relationship-driven. They value responsiveness and reliability. Dana Gingerelli structures back-end systems to protect those reputations. She also writes about travel and local living, often referencing New England destinations. Cape Cod in early fall stands out as a preferred retreat due to lighter crowds and scenery. The Boston Public Garden remains a favorite landmark, particularly in early spring. These details matter because they reinforce her broader message about balance. Productivity does not require constant motion. It benefits from intentional pauses. One challenge for remote professionals is maintaining output while away from a primary workspace. Dana Gingerelli addresses that directly. When planning travel, she batches tasks in advance and schedules lighter check-in days. Her travel toolkit is practical. Noise-canceling headphones serve both work and rest. A mobile hotspot supports continuity without overextending availability. She pares down her to-do list while on the road to prevent burnout. These habits reflect her broader consulting advice. Remote flexibility works only when supported by planning. Spontaneity without structure creates stress. Structure without flexibility creates rigidity. Dana Gingerelli positions herself between those extremes. The demand for remote administrative consultants has expanded as distributed work becomes permanent for many firms. According to data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, administrative and operational support roles continue to evolve alongside digital transformation in small and mid-sized businesses. Teams are leaner. Expectations are higher. Efficiency gaps are visible faster. Dana Gingerelli operates within that shift. She does not replace internal leadership. She reinforces it. By documenting processes and clarifying ownership, she reduces dependence on institutional memory. That reduces risk when staff transitions occur. Her consulting model also supports founders who prefer to focus on revenue and product development rather than back-end coordination. With standardized workflows in place, those leaders can delegate confidently. The broader productivity industry often promotes extreme optimization. Dana Gingerelli's work stands apart because it prioritizes steadiness. She is less concerned with maximizing output and more focused on protecting consistency. Her content on digital wellness mirrors that approach. She examines how constant connectivity affects focus and how simplified systems can protect mental bandwidth. This perspective aligns with research from institutions such as Harvard Business Review, which has reported extensively on burnout linked to fragmented communication channels. Streamlined operations reduce that fragmentation. Dana Gingerelli applies that insight in practical, small-scale environments where incremental improvements compound quickly. Several characteristics define Dana Gingerelli's professional identity. She works primarily with small businesses and entrepreneurial teams rather than large corporate departments. That requires adaptability and discretion. She blends administrative detail with strategic foresight, ensuring that workflows support business objectives rather than existing as isolated systems. She integrates lifestyle discipline into professional advice, reinforcing that sustainable productivity depends on personal boundaries. She remains regionally grounded while operating digitally, which supports relatability among New England business owners. Above all, Dana Gingerelli is known for consistency. Clients engage her to stabilize operations. Readers follow her writing for practical insight that avoids exaggeration. Operational consultants rarely receive public recognition. Their work is visible through results rather than headlines. Yet the influence is measurable. Clear systems improve turnaround times. Documented processes reduce training costs. Structured communication protects brand reputation. Dana Gingerelli contributes to that infrastructure layer. Her career reflects the growing importance of behind-the-scenes expertise in remote economies. As small businesses continue adapting to distributed work models, professionals who specialize in digital organization and workflow discipline will remain essential. Dana Gingerelli occupies that niche with clarity and restraint. Her profile is less about scale and more about reliability. In a productivity landscape crowded with intensity, that steadiness is its own differentiator.